better get low.
Baby, fantastic.
Lights, camera, rolling, action.
你好抽咩？好抽冇 fucking 用㗎，出嚟行講勢力，講單位。
What's up, family? What's up, family? It's your girl Frankie, baby, fantastic. I hope the lighting is good. I'm hot. Yeah, so I decided, let me clean it up a little bit. I decided that I'm gonna go live and listen to a little Billy Carson, some forbidden knowledge, and work on my website. God damn, it's my back brace. And y'all know, hold on, I got the sound right. Yeah, that's what's up. Let me know you up in here if you're in the chat. I'm going to be going live working on my website. In fact, let me get that up now, and I'm going to be listening to Billy Carson. All right. So I will drop the link in the chat if you want to come live, if you want to get up on here and talk some shit. I'll tell you my website. I'm going to give you all a little clue. I'll give you a clue. I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do on my website. Let me go to my old website. My website first, and I'm going to show you. Hold on. Let me put it like this. Bring the screen in. Give me a second. I found Tabitha. I like Tabitha. I like her site, too. So I think I'm going to make my site like hers, because I do too many things to just have it to be one way. So if you could look, hold on. I'm about to put on what's her name in a minute. So this is my site, my current site. This is, hold on, let me show you. This is my current site. All right. It's cool. I had it like this for a while. If you go through it, everything works. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of stuff on here. I got videos, support, services. My classes is coming. But anyway, that's my site right there. But what I want to do is change my site. I'm going to change my site. All right. And I'll show you. I had stopped working on it. I'm going to change my site. I like this site. Share this tab instead. This is what I like. You see this? I like Tabitha's site. So when you go to these tabs, she do a lot of stuff too. When you go to these tabs, you got tab time. These tabs all work. Her books here, her McCormick affiliate here. So I'm going to try to do something like this. This is what I'm going for. Something clean like that. And then you could break off into the site. You know what I'm saying? You could break off into different shit like this. So that's what I'm going for. I just need to clean it up a little bit. And let me show you what I got so far. I ain't got shit so far. Get back to my site. Edit site. Yeah, I had started it, but being that I am live and I'm working, and it took me a minute to think like this. I was like, yo, for a while, I was like, you an entrepreneur, you trying to get business, you don't want to let people. Well, first of all, marijuana is legal, all right, and I've always smoked. But I had came to this thought process in my mind that I developed, like that I decided to stick with. Like at the end of the day, I do work for myself. I don't work for nobody. And as far as client goes, people not wanting to work with me just because I smoke marijuana. Well, that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? You need to go somewhere and work with people that you like. You know what I mean? But I'm no longer going to be held in check behind those type of things. I've had several surgeries, so I know I smoke for my healing. So let's listen to some Billy Carson. Let me get my site up so I can finish working. This is as far as I got right now, y'all. I just took all that stuff off my site, and I just got this. Share. Hold on now. Okay. Share screen, and this is where I'm at. It's all good on it, and y'all get to watch me work on it. I'm gonna be reverting back to Tabitha's screen so I could fix, work on it. But this is what I'm working on. So let's get this together. If you want to come on the screen, by all means, you can, home skillet. You can very well. So let's put some Billy on. I'm about to roll me up some reefer. Actually, I got some rolled up right here. And put Billy on. Let's go.
Company that's going places, you need to take a look at us. Remember, in round one, shares were only $1 each, and our pre-money valuation came in at $20 million. Not bad for a startup, right? We did phenomenal numbers months later, while our pre-money valuation went up to $30 million.
Change my light.
Went up to $1.50, looking really good for the investors. And our pre-money valuation is now $50 million.
All right, I'm about to work on my site, y'all. Y'all want to talk?
Prices have gone up again.
Just pop in, let me know something. Shit.
If you ever wanted to get involved with the company,
all right, so let's look at her site and see what we're dealing with.
Growing and expanding. If you wanted to earn and learn, you should look at Forbidden Knowledge.
Earn and learn, I like that.
Read up on all the information about us to make an educated decision.
The hers is in the center.
Family today.
Oh shit, that shit loud, ain't it? Hold on. Oh yeah, you gotta hear it though. I'll cut it down. Can you hear it? Are you gonna drop some good signs? Let me know if you can hear it. Okay, so she got step into my room.
All right.
So if I step into a room.
Billy Carson here, aka Forbidden Knowledge. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Okay, you see, she got these. I want to do this. This is what I'm going for. I like these.
We're talking about ancient Sumerian tablets.
I'm changing my site.
We're talking about Babylonian and Akkadian, two accounts of this ancient text. How long ago? We're talking about 4,500 to 4,750 years ago. All right, we're talking about ancient text.
This is my site right now.
An ancient story that is so epic, it was given the name epic. The actual physical tablets are available in the British Museum. You can go see them with your own eyes. And I'm going to be reading from the Epic of Gilgamesh. Now, there's a total of 12 tablets. Okay, 12 tablets. I'm not going to read all 12 tablets tonight because we'd be here for a few hours. But what I'm going to do is make this into I guess what you call a part one, part two through probably 6. I'll do 2 tablets tonight, 2 tablets again in a couple more days, and I'll do 2, all the way until we get done with the entire, Epic of Gilgamesh. I'm going to stop from time to time to break a few things down from my perspective. You might see something slightly different, and guess what? It's okay. You might not see what I see. You might not perceive what I perceive. You might not get what I say. But I know one thing. Most people will not go and read the tablets. So I'm going to start reading the tablets so that you can have a video at least to hear my voice reading through these tablets, and listening to it enough times, you'll begin to pick up the knowledge and the information that's contained in these tablets. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. If you've ever, looking up here to go to the live chat, if you have ever wondered about the story of Noah's Ark in the Bible, if you want to know where the story of Noah's Ark comes from, well, it's a small part of what's a big it's a big part of, but it's a small, what's in the Bible is a small piece of a much bigger story of the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Right.
Now, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Think about that. You're talking about the biblical text written between 100 AD after death, or CE current era, to 900 AD or CE. Long after the people that are written about are long gone and dead. Then we're talking about ancient tablets that date back 4,700 years roughly, that contain the full story where the biblical text was copied out of to create Noah's Ark story. Interesting. So, because I know a lot of people aren't going to read these tablets, it's
So
not
I
an
do
insult
this.
to you. I just understand. We have jobs. We got kids. Our kids are in sports or whatever. Now we got to go watch them at baseball or basketball practice. We got to take them.
Thank God I ain't got to do that
we
shit.
got chores to do. I got to cut the grass and do this and do that. My wife wants me to take care of this and take care of that.
Oh,
And I got only an hour to watch some sports or a little bit of time to take care of the kids. I gotta put them in bed, get them showered, and go to sleep, and then do it all over again the next day. I get it. The people that run this planet have filled up our day with so much garbage. They got us running around like chickens with our head cut off. So we don't even have time to figure out and learn about who we really are.
This is number.
That's the reason behind all the distractions and everything else that they give us.
Right now, I'm downloading some pictures. I'm working on my pictures because I can't I can't work on the picture inside of here. So what I want to do is make this picture be round, right? Just like Tabitha's. Remember I said I like Tabitha's website. This is Tabitha's website. I want to do something like this. Right now, my website looks like this. Okay, it looks like this. All right, with all this shit. But I want to make it look like a little bit like this. And so far, this is where I am. I started right here. So today is going to be a website day. I'm working on this shit today. All right. Because I can't leave it like this. Oh, if you want to come on stage and get in here and talk, can you guys hear Billy in the background? If you want to come on stage, I'll drop the link. So you can come on up and have your little video on the side of mine and we can talk. All right. But other than that, I'm just going to be working. You can check out how I work though.
Make us, blood, sweat, and tears, and give us a couple of hours to be with our family. That's what they do. So that we don't sit around and congregate and begin to tap into some real ancient information and figure out, man, this is what was going on back then? I had no idea. And then poof, opens up lanes of enlightenment within your mind, okay? Mm-hmm. Opens up new concepts, opens up new vibrations and frequencies. All right, so it's gonna be a good night. As I sip my amazing decaf coffee.
Where's that picture?
It's actually a homemade decaf latte.
Shit.
Stop drinking caffeinated coffee in the evening, not because I can't go to sleep on it, because caffeine is like a caffeinated coffee.
Come on, where's
like
the picture?
For me, but
well, here I'll do this one.
Drinking coffee after 5 p.m. is not good for the human brain. So it's one of the recommendations by Dr.
Let me see if y'all can hear him, because I want y'all to hear this too.
Drinking caffeinated coffee after 5 p.m.
So he's going on over the original scripts of the Bible, just in case y'all don't know.
And by the time you lay down to go to sleep, the brain begins the cleansing process. It begins to clean out all the free radicals from inside the actual brain itself. And the caffeinated coffee restricts the blood flow in those vessels and doesn't allow the brain to clean itself properly. So drinking caffeinated coffee at night is not a good thing. Just a little tidbit of knowledge there for you, all right? Now, anyway, let me get over to these tablets. I'm going to be looking up, so if you see my eyes looking up, that's because I'm reading from the tablets on the screen behind the camera. Let me just check on a couple things real quick here and make sure I got everything I need in alignment. That looks good there. I got the files here, looking good. All right, beautiful. And let me show you what the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the tablets. Let me show you what one of the tablets actually look like. So I'm going to do a share screen here. And pull one in for you. All right. I can see it. Great. This is one of the Epic of Gilgamesh tablets. You can see that it's written in cuneiform text, where you take a wooden stylus and you actually make wedge shapes into the actual wet clay. And then, of course, it hardens and it becomes as hard as stone. You see how smart they were? They knew that this information would stand the test of time, because if they wrote this on paper, it'd be gone now. Why do you think the Bible is made up of mostly copied text from ancient tablets, not from ancient papers? It's made up from text from ancient tablets, okay? And the reason why is so that the stuff will stand the test of time, so that we can actually get a chance to read it in this current era. They knew that we would be here at this current time, in this era, heading into the age of Aquarius.
That's us.
We would be the ones that would be able to
work.
access this information and digest it, okay? That's what it's all about. Thank you, Ashley Nicole Long, much appreciated. Thank you so much for reading the book, and thank you for acknowledging that my sources are in the book. Appreciate that so much. Before there were some people complaining, I think it was just a group of trolls. You don't have any references in your new book, Epic of Humanity. The whole book is a reference. Every single tablet is referenced in the page that it's in.
All right,
the source
try to
and
work
the
this
information,
here.
the history
Shit,
of the
bear with
actual
me.
information.
I'll bear with me. I'm gonna be working. You can listen.
Some trolls coming through trying to see if they can make my life difficult. But guess what, guys? Life is good.
I know that's right.
Life is so good. Life is so good. Wouldn't you want to be me? So now, let's get into this.
Crazy.
All right? Let me give you a little bit of history on the actual tablet itself. All right? So let me go in here. I just want to get this basic information. Okay? That we're going to go through just for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to start reading. All right? The Epic of Gilgamesh is an epic poem from ancient Mesopotamia. Now, Mesopotamia, if you don't know, that is where? That's a location where Iraq, Iran,
where they fighting wars and shit up now.
Right now, that's where this epic originated, okay? The literary history of Gilgamesh begins with the Sumerian poems about Gilgamesh, king of Uruk, dating from the 3rd dynasty of Ur, you know? So we know that there's a ziggurat of Ur as well, and that's a giant step pyramid that exists right there in Iraq. As a matter of fact, there's a tunnel leading underneath the ziggurat of Ur all the way to the Giza Plateau in Egypt, which is in Africa. That's a whole other podcast I'll be talking about that on. These independent stories were later used as a source material for a combined epic in Akkadian. The first surviving version of this combined epic, known as the Old Babylonian version, dates back to the 18th century BC and is titled after its incipit Chatur Eli Shari. Only a few tablets have survived. The later standard Babylonian version, compiled in Sinlakut Umin, dated back to the 13th and 10th centuries BC, and bearers of the incipit Shah Nakaba Imaru say that the 12-tablet version has been finally recovered. Some of the best copies were discovered in the library ruins of the 7th century BC Assyrian king Ashurbanipal.
I'll show y'all what I'm doing.
So we have 12 tablets here, okay? 12 amazing tablets of information that predate most texts that exist, especially the biblical texts. So that's very important. Now, I'm going to get into reading some of this Epic of Gilgamesh, all right? We're going to start with tablet number 1. Tablet number 1. He who has seen everything, I will make known. To the lands I will teach. About him who experienced all things alike. Now, to give you a small, quick preface, some of these little words in different parts of the tablets and are chipped or worn down in a way where sometimes a word or two might be missing. So if it sounds like I'm missing a noun or a verb every now and then, it's the way the tablets break down, okay? Anu granted him the totality of knowledge of all. Now, who is Anu? A-N-U. Anu is the god or the king or the head person of the Anunnaki. Anu is the father of Enki and Enlil. Okay, he's the head, he's the leader. All right, so at the time, he actually is the king. He's the king of Nibiru, according to the Inu English. Now, Anu granted him the totality of knowledge of all. So we're talking about Gilgamesh being granted the ability to access a high level of knowledge. Okay? He saw the secret, discovered the hidden. He brought information of all time before the flood. This is a pre-diluvial text. We're talking about before the Great Flood, and you're going to see in this later on, as I get to those later tablets, about Utnapishtim, who's actually the same person as Ziusudra, who really is Noah. And he's got to build this ark. And you're going to see some incredible information about this ark and the shape of the ark. Doesn't match the shape of the biblical ark, which is going to be interesting, but that's down the line. Okay? He saw the secret, discovered the hidden. He brought information of the time before the flood. He went on a distant journey, pushing himself to exhaustion, but then was brought to peace. He carved on a stone stela all of his toils and built the wall of Uruk-Haven, the wall of the sacred Iana temple, the holy sanctuary. Look at this wall, which gleams with copper. Inspect its inner wall, the likes of which no one can equal. Take hold of the threshold stone. It dates from the ancient times. Go close the Iana temple, the residence of Ishtar. Who is Ishtar? Ishtar is the reason why you celebrate Easter.
Tell them.
Okay? She was the fertility goddess in Babylonian times. And the actual holiday of Easter, which is celebrated mostly by Christians, is actually the celebration of fertility of Ishtar, the Babylonian Anunnaki goddess. This is why they have the eggs and the bunnies laying the eggs. It's a fertility thing. It has nothing to do with resurrections. Not one daggone thing to do with resurrections. Okay? So if you've been celebrating Easter all this time, you've been celebrating and you've been worshiping Ishtar. Okay? Now you know.
Now you know.
Such as no later king or man ever equaled. Go up on the wall of Uruk and walk around. Examine its foundation. Inspect its brickwork thoroughly. It is not even the core. The brick structure made it of kin-fired brick. And did not the 7 sages themselves lay out its plans? 1 league city, 1 league palm gardens, 1 league lowlands, the open area. So he's talking about leagues are distances. This is a pretty impressive temple because check this out. He says, wow. He says, 1 league city, 1 league palm garden. So from the city, there's a league to the palm gardens. And from the palm gardens, there's another league to the lowlands. The open area of Ishtar temple, 3 leagues, and the open area of Uruk. The wall encloses. This wall is massive. We're talking about a super megalithic wall that encloses this entire area. Find the copper table box. I'm sorry. Find the copper tablet. One of its locked bronze. Undo the fastening of its secret opening. Take the reed out of the lapis lazuli tablet. Now Gilgamesh went through every hardship. supreme over other kings.
I'm gonna just make the circles first and then I'll design them up later.
Born of Uruk, the going wild bull. He walks out in front, the leader, and walks in the rear, trusted by his champions. Mighty Net, protector of his people. Raging flood wave who destroys even the walls of stone. They're describing Gilgamesh now. Raging flood wave who destroys even the walls of stone. Offspring of Lugavanda. Gilgamesh is strong to perfection. Son of August Cow. Remont Ninsun. Gilgamesh is awesome to perfection. It was he who opened the mountain passes, who dug wells in the flank of the mountain. It was he who crossed the ocean, vast seas, to the rising sun, who explored the world regions seeking life. So we're talking about the fact that this man, first of all, he's a giant. He's described as a giant. He's incredibly massive. This is a big, big person. You'll see, if you Google Gilgamesh or the Epic of Gilgamesh, you'll see that he's holding a lion in one arm across his chest, a full-size grown male lion with the mane and all. And it looks like a kitty cat in his arms almost. This is how big this guy was. But he has knowledge of how to build, how to construct, of advanced technology. He also has the capability of traveling, not around his local area, but around the world. Okay, around the world. He crossed vast oceans. Okay, he crossed the ocean, vast seas to the rising sun, who explored the world regions. He explored the world regions. He didn't explore around the corner. He didn't explore the next village. He explored the world. The world. Every time we keep talking about these ancestors, man, we think that they don't know anything.
What else I got?
And what they say has no value. It's like spitting in their face.
Let's do a film.
Seeking life. That was the reason why he was traveling the world, seeking life. It was he who reached by his own sheer strength, Upanishtim. We're talking about Noah now. The faraway, who restored the sanctuaries or cities that the flood destroyed.
Hold on.
For teeming mankind, who can compare with him in kingliness? Who can say, Gilgamesh, I am king? Whose name from the day of his birth was called Gilgamesh? 2/3 of him is God. 1/3 of him is human. Now let me say that again. 2/3 of him is God. 1/3 of him is human.
We have
He's half
man,
Anunnaki and
half
1/3 human. If you want to understand the mix of his genetics and why he was so brilliant, why his IQ was so vast, why his strength and his size were incredible, and why he was considered to be a hero. He was mostly Anunnaki DNA. Okay? Which is incredible.
Okay.
And he says, it says here, the great goddess Aru designed the model for his body. She prepared his form, beautiful and handsome of men, perfect. We're talking about the fact that they genetically created him. Now, they didn't create him from scratch as if they created a person out of nothing. But right now,
why my files not uploading? What the fuck?
For this first child, he has a second child that they're going to do this as well. They create designer babies. He spent over $250,000 to make a designer baby. I mean, he's rich. He can do whatever he wants. They pick the hair color. They pick the eye color. They pick everything.
Y'all hear this?
They also filter out potential genetic diseases and things like that. Turn genes off, turn genes on to keep the person supposedly healthy for the most of their life. And that's something you can go do right now today in the world we live in. Well, they were doing this in ancient times. Okay.
Damn it.
She says, the great goddess Aruru designed the model for his body, prepared his form, beautiful and handsomest of men, perfect. He walks around in the enclosure of Uruk like a wild bull. He makes himself mighty, head raised over others because he's a giant. There is no rival who can raise his weapon against him. His fellows stand at the alert, attentive to his orders. And the men of Uruk become anxious, and Gilgamesh does not leave a son to his father. Day and night, he arrogantly, scroll down some. There's some missing text here. He arrogantly, then there's some missing text.
Really? One at a
Gilgamesh,
time?
the shepherd of Uruk Haven, is he the shepherd? Bold, eminent, knowing, and wise? Gilgamesh does not leave a girl to her mother. The daughter
Oh, wow,
of the
this shit ain't
warrior,
working.
the
That's
bride
crazy.
of the young man.
Fuck, let me close it. Open it back up.
Hearing their
Damn.
complaints. So the gods of the heavens implored the Lord of Uruk.
Again, now this is what I want.
You
This
have
is nice. I
indeed
like
brought
this website.
into being a mighty wild bull
It's nice and
and
clean.
raised.
Ain't nobody
There was no
reading shit
rival
anyway,
raised
so I got to
weapon against
change
him.
this.
His fellows stand at the alert, attentive to his orders. Gilgamesh does not leave a son to his father. Day and night, he arrogantly is the shepherd of Uruk Haven. Is he their shepherd, bold, eminent, knowing, and wise? Gilgamesh does not leave a girl to her mother. See how it repeats sometimes. That's how they do it. That's how these people write. The daughter of the warrior, the birth of the young man, Anu listened to their complaints. They're all going to Anu and complaining to Anu that this guy hasn't gotten married, he doesn't have any offspring. In other words, the bloodline's going to end with him. And they're concerned about this. Anu listened to their complaints. And the gods called out to Aruru.
All right, I don't need that one, though.
It was you, Aruru, who created mankind. Now create a Zikru to him. Let him be equal to Gilgamesh's stormy heart. Let them be a match for each other so that Uruk may find peace. When Aruru heard this, she created within herself the Zikrit of Anu. Aruru washed her hands. She pinched off some clay and threw it into the wilderness. Now here's where it gets very interesting. In the wilderness, she created the valiant Enkidu. So now we're getting into some stuff that really is about genetics. Anu said, well, this guy, he's got to have a counterpart. If it's not going to be a woman, let him have a counterpart because he wants to go on this hero's journey. He wants to keep traveling the world. Give him a companion to go with him. So they literally fashion a person. They create an entity which isn't really a human. It's more like a cyborg, and you'll see why in a second. Okay, so she doesn't give birth to this thing. She creates it somewhere outside the gates of Uruk.
Let us make them in our image.
When Aruru heard this, she created within herself the Zikri of Anu. Aruru washed her hands. She pinched off some clay and threw it into the wilderness. In the wilderness,
That's what that
she
is.
created valiant Enkidu, born of silence, endowed with strength by the nurture. His whole body was shaggy with hair.
Like a dog.
He had a full head of hair like a
Shaggy
woman.
dog.
His
You gonna let me pet that
locks
dog?
billowed in profusion like a shan. So he had dreadlocks. He knew neither people nor settled living. He knew neither peopled nor settled living. He didn't know human beings, and he didn't know anything about civilization or being civilized. All right.
What else I got?
But wore a garment like
It's starting to look like something. What y'all think? You see what I'm going for? I'm going for this.
And jostled at the watering hole with animals.
See,
As with animals,
I'm
his
doing my
thirst was staked
shit.
by mere water. A notorious
All right, I
traveler
got
came face to
films.
face
Let's
with
go.
the opposite of the watering hole. At first, a second, and a third day, he came back to face with him the opposite, wearing the watering hole, and at the watering hole. On seeing him, the trapper's face went stark with fear, and he, Enkidu, and his animals drew back home. He was rigid with fear. Though stock still, his heart pounded with his face drained of color. He was miserable to the core, and his face looked like one who had made a long journey. The trapper addressed with his father, saying,
Wait a minute.
Father, a certain fellow has come from the mountains. He is the mightiest in the land. His strength is as mighty as the meteorite of Anu. He continually goes over the mountains. He continuously jostles at the watering place with the animals. He continually plants his feet opposite of the watering place. I was afraid, so I did not go to him. He filled in the pits that I had dug, wrenched out my traps that I had spread, released from my grasp the wild animals. He does not let me make my rounds in the wilderness. The trapper's father spoke to him, saying, "My son,
if y'all got a witch, y'all better open up your wits and especially if you got slow on the draw with it.
He is as strong as the meteorite of Anu. Go
Anybody
send
got
off
questions?
to Uruk. Tell Gilgamesh of this man and might. He will give you the harlot Shamat. Then take her with you. The woman will overcome the fellow as if he were strong. When the animals are drinking at the water place, have her take her robe off and expose her sex. When he sees her, he will draw near to her, and his animals will grow up in the wilderness, and he will be alien to him. He beheaded his father's advice. He headed his father's advice. The trapper went off to Uruk. He made the journey, stood inside of Uruk, and declared to Gilgamesh, "There is a certain fellow who has come from the mountains. He is the mightiest in the land. His strength is mighty as the meteorite of Anu. He continually goes over the mountains. He continuously jostles the waters with the animals. He continually plants his feet opposite the watering place. I was afraid, so I did not go up to him. He filled in the pits that I had dug. He wrenched out my traps that I had spread, released from my grasp the wild animals. He does not let me make my rounds in the wilderness." Gilgamesh said to the trapper, "Go, trapper, bring the harlot Shamat with you. When the animals are drinking at the watering place, have her take off her robe and expose her sex. When he sees her, he will draw near to her, and the animals who grew up in the wilderness will be alien to him." So now they go into this. So obviously they're taking this female named Shamat, and they're going to have her literally just seduce this guy so that they can get him away from the trap, so this hunter can continue to hunt and bring meat home for the village, which is probably his main source of income. Okay.
I maybe should have had my damn files together before I did all that shit.
With him. They set off on the journey, making direct way. On the third day, they arrived at the appointed place, and the trapper and the harlot sat down at their posts. The first day and the second, they sat opposite the watering hole.
These labels at, man.
The animals arrived and drank at the watering hole. The wild beasts arrived and slacked their thirst in the water. It's hard to read some of this part out. Then he, Enkidu, offspring of the mountains, who eats grasses with the gazelles, came to drink at the watering hole with the animals. When the wild beast he staked with water, then Shamat saw him, a primitive, a savage fellow in the depths of the wilderness. That is he, Shamat. Release your clenched arms, expose your sex so he can take in your voluptuousness. Do not be restrained, take his energy. He's basically saying, he's basically pimping this lady to this wild, created man, saying, you gotta go take one for the team so we can get back to work. Okay? She says, do not be restrained, take his energy. When he sees you, he will draw near to you. Spread out your robe so he can lie upon you and perform his primitive task of womankind. His animals, who grew up in the wilderness, will become alien to him, and his lust will groan over you. Shamat unclutched her bosom, exposed her sex, and he took in her voluptuousness. She was not restrained, but took his energy. She spread out her robe and lay upon her. She performed the primitive task of womankind. His lust groaned over her. For 6 days and 7 nights, Enkidu stayed aroused. Okay, this guy was aroused for 6 days and 7 nights.
That motherfucker Superman.
And had intercourse with the harlot.
No,
until
he wasn't
was sated
human.
with her charms. But when he turned his attention to his animals, the gazelle saw Enkidu and darted off. The wild animals distanced themselves from his body. Enkidu was utterly depleted.
If you
His knees wanted to go
have a
off
website,
with
are you
his
familiar with
animals.
Wix? Let me know in the chat if you are. I got a link right
Enkidu
here.
was diminished.
Y'all feel like coming on live? There's the
His running
link.
was
All you
not
got to do
as
is in it.
before.
It's
His
in
legs
the
were weak.
it's in the chat. Hit the link,
days,
and you can come on out or come on up.
Okay.
We can talk about Billy Carson.
But then he drew himself up.
I'm trying to get this. My site looks like this right now.
He sat down at the harlot's
I'm
feet,
going for something like
gazing
this,
into her face,
and this is all I got.
as the harlot spoke. The harlot said to Enkidu, "You are beautiful, Enkidu. You are become like a god. Why do you gallop around in the wilderness with the wild beast? Come, let me bring you to Uruk Haven.
All right. Where's
To
this
the holy
picture at? I
temple,
need this
the
picture.
residence of Anu and Ishtar, the place of Gilgamesh, who is wise to perfection." Now, what's interesting here, I want to point out, is she's going to take this Enkidu person back to Uruk Haven. All right, so we're talking about going back to the kingdom. At this kingdom, Anu himself is living amongst people. One of these quote-unquote gods of the tablets, and I do mean lowercase g gods, they masqueraded as gods, and his goddess Ishtar are actually living in a temple amongst
regular picture. Where is
people. So these people engaged mankind in ancient times in a way where we worshiped them, we honored them, we brought them our offerings. We thought they were real gods.
Right.
They were just masquerading as gods. They weren't gods. They weren't the creator of the universe, and they themselves knew this. When is the perfect time to approach a species on a planet? When they're in their developmental stages and they're very low. If you want to violate any universal laws of engagement, which I believe these Anunnaki beings did, if you want to violate, universal laws of engagement, you want to take advantage of a situation due to ignorance of the being or the species on a planet, you luck out if you arrive when they're in the Stone Ages. You really luck out, because then you can mold them however you want. You can get them to become your slaves without them thinking they're slaves, because they'll believe you're a god.
All right.
And that's exactly what happened. She says, the residence of Anu and Ishtar, the place of Gilgamesh, who is
I don't know.
wise
Well, I'll
to
put some
perfection,
placeholders in there for now. Then shit.
but who struts his power over the people like a wild bull. What she kept saying found favor with him. Becoming aware of himself, he sought a friend. Though this Enkidu now realizes knowledge of self, he didn't see himself as an animal anymore. He's beginning to see himself as a sentient being. And so now he's going to head off to this kingdom with this harlot. Enkidu spoke to the harlot, "Come, Shamat, take me away with you to the sacred holy temple, the residence of Anu and Ishtar, the place of Gilgamesh, who is wise to perfection, but who struts his power like a wild bull." "Lead me in, and I will change the order of things. He whose strength is mightiest is the one born in the wilderness." So now he sees a challenge here. Shamat says to Enkidu, "Come, let us go, so he may see your face. I will lead you to Gilgamesh. I know where he will be. Look about, Enkidu, inside Uruk Haven, where the people show off in skirted finery, where every day is a day for some festival, where the lyre and the drum play continually, where harlots stand about pretty, excluding voluptuousness, full of laughter, and on the couch of the night of the sheets are spread. Enkidu, you who do not know how to live, I will show you Gilgamesh, a man of extreme feelings. Look at him, gaze in his face. He is a handsome youth with freshness. His entire body exudes voluptuousness. He is mightier and more strength than you. without sleeping a day or night. He's saying that Gilgamesh is so huge and powerful that this guy doesn't even need to go to sleep, and he still has the most power, or is the strongest being that they know of in that city, in that kingdom. Enkidu, it is your wrong thoughts you must change. It is Gilgamesh whom Shemot loves. And Anu, Enlil, and La have enlarged his mind, even before you came from the mountain. So what she's saying is, Gilgamesh's mind, his mind had been expanded. His knowledge and wisdom had been expanded. He had taken in so much knowledge from who? Anu, his son Enlil, who was also known as Yahweh in the Bible, and La. Okay, you're talking about three people that have extremely high knowledge in the Sumerian tablets, have taken Gilgamesh in as an adept initiate and given him a supreme amount of knowledge, making him one of the wisest men on the planet. So she says, Gilgamesh got up and revealed the dream, saying to his mother, "Mother, I had a dream last night. Stars of the sky appeared, and some kind of meteorite of Anu fell next to me. I tried to lift it, but it was too mighty for me. I tried to turn it over, but it could not budge. The land of Uruk was standing around it.
Word, what's up,
The
Samad?
whole land assembled about it. The populace was thronging around it. The men clustered about it and kissed its feet as if it were a little baby. I loved it and embraced it as a wife. I laid down at your feet, and you made it complete with me." The mother of Gilgamesh, the wise, all-knowing, said to her lord, Revamp Ninsun, the wise, all-knowing, said to Gilgamesh, "As for the stars of the sky that appeared, and the meteorite of Anu which fell next to you, you tried to lift it, but it was too mighty for you. You tried to turn it over, but it was unable to budge. You laid it down at my feet, and I made it complete with you. And you loved and embraced it as a wife. There will come to you a mighty man, a comrade who saves his friend." So there's a prophecy coming out of this dream, and his mother is literally discerning his dream and giving him this prophecy with this what's to happen and why he had this dream. To come to him is going to be a mighty man who's going to become a comrade and saves his life. He is the mightiest in the land. He is the strongest. His strength is mighty as the meteorite of Anu. You loved him and embraced him as a wife. And it is he who will repeatedly save you. Your dream is good and tortuous. A second time, Gilgamesh said to his mother, "Mother, I have had another dream. At the gate of my martial chamber, there lay an axe, and people had collected about it. The land of Uruk was standing around it. The whole land assembled about it. The populace was thronging around it. I laid it down at your feet. I loved it and embraced it as a wife, and you made it complete with me." The mother of Gilgamesh, the wise, all-knowing, said to her son, Revamp Ninsun, the wise, all-knowing, said to Gilgamesh, "The axe that you saw is a man, that you love him and embrace as a wife, but that I have been complete with you. There will come to you a mighty man, a comrade who saves his friend. He is the mightiest in the land. He is the strongest. He is as mighty as the meteorite of Anu." Gilgamesh spoke to his mother, saying, "By the command of Enlil, the great counselor, so may it to pass." Okay? So now he's saying is, wow, Mom, these two dreams, you're telling me what this is leading to. Someone that's coming that I'm going to be a really close friend with that's going to save my life. And is a super mighty person, maybe even potentially mightier than me. And so this is the prophecy coming from Revamp Ninsun, his mother. So it goes on saying, "By the command of Enlil, great counselor, so it too may pass. May I have a friend and advisor. A friend and advisor may I have. You have interpreted for me the dreams about him." Another harlot recounted the dreams of Gilgamesh to Enkidu. The two of them made love. So the harlot is still messing around with Enkidu. I mean, Enkidu was getting a lot of, you know what? I guess after living with the animals all that time, you know, his time came due. So let me get back to the live chat now because I wasn't able to see the live chat. Okay, so we're talking about a great epic here that was written almost 5,000 years ago, 4,700 roughly years ago, right? And we're talking about, no, this is not pre-recorded. We're talking about Gilgamesh, a mighty man, all right? A mighty man that was fashioned, that was created, not created from scratch as if somebody had magic, but he was a genetically created person using designer technology, just like we have designer babies right now. You can go to Hollywood, go to Beverly Hills, and you can go there with $250,000 and you can make a designer baby. They will take the egg from the womb of the woman, like they did my friend's wife. They will do some genetic tinkering with that. They will inseminate that egg with the sperm of the husband, which is my friend. And then from there, they will do some more genetic tinkering with the gene code. And they will control the eye color, the hair color, and many other aspects of the kid. And then this kid will be born. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this kid is an absolute genius right now as a toddler. Wow. They're doing that now in 2020. Now that baby was born in 2022. So 2024 right now, currently. This is current era technology that we've rediscovered. They're talking about doing this a very, very long time ago. That's right, CRISPR. So then what happens here is somebody says, you know what, this guy won't take a wife. He just keeps traveling the world. He doesn't really have a lot of friends because he's really a hardcore dude, you know. Let's go ahead and fashion him a friend. Let's make him a friend, a mighty man that can hang out with him, a homeboy. So they say, you know, let's go ahead and make this guy. So they go ahead and make him a friend. They literally make this guy. This guy doesn't know people. He doesn't know civilization. He's acting like a wild animal. And then they send this harlot to him to, you know, have sex with him. Give him a little bit of education, talk to him, let him see that he's not an animal, he's a human being. And then they lure him back to the city where he's going to eventually meet Gilgamesh. And Gilgamesh is having dreams about this guy. His mother interprets these dreams and tells him there's a mighty man coming to town.
What's going on?
And you and this guy are going to be good buddies, close buddies. And this guy's going to save your life. So this is how this epic starts out, okay? Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, we're talking about text that's thousands and thousands of years old. And that leads up into Unapishtim, who actually is, now we're getting into the Noah arc story.
That's Noah.
You know, so this is pretty interesting stuff. And like I say, when something is etched in stone,
that's right,
it makes it easier to copy it on the paper.
Right.
I guarantee you there's very few books that have been copied from paper to paper that still exist. There may be some in Tibet, but those may be even just one-off copies. And if you touch those papers with your hands, they'll just disintegrate in your hand. Most of the texts that made up religious texts came from ancient tablets from around the world because those things can stand the test of time. You see? And the story of Noah, which you'll discover in reading this, is not even close to what some of the things they teach you in Bible study, like he had two of every kind of animal that came into the ark. That's literally absolutely fabricated, which you'll see soon. It's a fabrication that didn't happen. They didn't have two cockroaches and two fleas and two gazelles and two lions and two giraffes and didn't happen, guys. Stop telling your kids these fake fairy tales.
This nigga face be cracking me up, yo.
Just stop. Okay, it didn't happen. Just stop.
I should stream it. I should have it on here, huh, Samaj? What do you think?
Two mosquitoes.
Let me see if
Come on, stop.
Let me see if I can stream him on here.
Let's wake up as a sentient being using logic. We have a quantum processor right here.
No, let me see where I'm at.
Quantum processor.
That way a person can see. Epic Gilgamesh 4815. Let me see if I can pull it in. Might get flagged, might not. Who knows? What do you think? If you think I'm gonna get flagged in the chat, let me know. It's YouTube people, out of YouTube people that's watching. Share too. Push the thumbs up and tell somebody. To invite somebody. Especially somebody who needs a website. Oh, I'm talking about Epic Gilgamesh. This one really got two pages too. Which one are we on? This here, tablet 1 and 2. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. And we have 4815. Let me leave it right there. Pause for a second. Yeah, why look all fuzzy? Because it's at 1. Enhance that. See that, y'all? That there, see that? Make sure you see that. See that? At 1080p. That's that motherfucking premium, baby. Get with the program, sir, ma'am. Let me stop. Yes, sir, ma'am. That was one of my lines in the film, y'all. Well, it really was yes, ma'am. All right, so let's see if I can pull this in. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna just share that screen. I'll pull it in like this. Hold on. Epic of Gilgamesh. And that means y'all can't see me edit though, I think. I'll do something different, I know. Hold on. Let me see. I'll push play though. You can't hear it either though, can you? Hold on.
And 2 giraffes and
Yeah, now you can.
Didn't happen, guys.
Hold on a second, bro.
Stop
I'm trying to see if I can get my work up in here too. The whole point of this is to try to show work because you know, we want to help a nigga out. So let me just get the screen together. My little chickadees. And it's another one. What am I doing? Oh, so what I'm doing is I'm taking out this one. Let's see if I can share another tab or something, or window. It doesn't look like I can. So I'm not going to do it. Y'all just going to have to listen and watch the work because that's the purpose. I'm not here to screen his stuff.
The artificial was when we got a quantum processor in our heads and we keep telling kids these fairy tales. You'll find that the story is much different. And then in this, I'm also going to get the new tablet that was discovered, which talks about the construction of Noah's Ark, which was not the shape of the boat in the biblical text and not the dimensions of the boat in the biblical text. Those are fully fabricated. Okay? Fully fabricated. The dimensions of the boat, you'll see as I get into it when we get to that part. It might take a few more days to get to that. It's round. It was a round disc-shaped ship, not a gigantic boat. And he wasn't told to get to every animal from all over the world. He was told to gather up his local livestock and some of his local flora and fauna. That was right there next to him. Okay? And it's the reason why he was told and nobody else was told. One of the real reason, it wasn't because God wanted to spare his life. It's because his father wanted to spare his life. His father, and you'll find out who his father is as we continue on in this epic. All right. Anyway, so hope you guys are enjoying this so far. This is like I said, I knew nobody's gonna go and actually go and read these tablets. I just knew it wasn't gonna really happen. I mean, very few people have. But I figured, hey, why not just spend some time and read these tablets to people and break some of the information down so they can get a better understanding.
That's right, Billy.
Meanwhile, we're going to take a quick break in between this and tablet number 2. And so I'm going to play a little highlight from our our forbidden tour of Egypt, just 1 minute clip. Our forbidden tour of Egypt from 2023, where we took, in the first tour, we took 80 people. In the second tour, we took 40 people on a super VIP tour with private access all throughout Egypt. Check out this incredible clip of our 1 minute clip of our tour.
Okay, come through, sister girl. She was looking hot. With the double T. TT, hot.
This is Jimmy Church. Please visit and explore Egypt this October 3rd through the 14th, 2024 with Billy, Elizabeth, myself, and very special guest, Matt LaCroix. It's simple to do. Just go to forbiddenknowledge.com and click on upcoming tours or click on the link below. We'll see you there.
I'm gonna do some connections and then connect it.
All right, that's going to be the forbidden
I'm
tour
about
of
to
Egypt 2024.
I'm gonna
Looking
chill.
forward to that.
It's
It's going
4 or
to be
5.
another incredible tour, probably one of our best tours yet in terms of the arrangement of how we actually go on tour. It'll be a 12-day tour, and it gives us a couple extra days to break the tour down and make it a lot more comfortable. Instead of having 3 days on an island, a lot of bus rides through the desert.
Is this shit
We
running
extended it
slow?
to 7 days, stopping off at the same locations where the buses normally would
Oh,
go,
there we go.
giving us more time on the
Why
ship,
is it like that?
which means as we're cruising to our next location,
Hold on.
we have access to air conditioning, resting, food, the top deck, which is like a rooftop area for relaxing and watching the Nile and watching the wild animals and the fresh greenery. So we've extended 7 days on the Nile. Every day on the Nile,
Let's
I'll
do
be doing
shit.
a lecture, and so will Matthew LaCroix. So we will actually be lecturing and doing speeches on the actual tour. So we get 7 lectures out of me, 7 out of Matt, 7 great talks we're going to have there along the way. 12-day incredible tour. Flights in Egypt are included. Flights within Egypt, because we will have to get on a plane.
Don't push publish. If I push publish,
That's actually included.
I'm gonna mess up my real site. Site that's I have up already, which is this one. So when I finish working on this in the way I want it, I'll make it live. But I'm not ready for that right now.
Amazing. We're going to have 9 private visits. These are super VIP visits that you just can't get by going to Egypt.
Come on, Billy. Come on, thing.
Tour, you still can't get private access. In these private visits, that means the tourists have to get out. There's no tourists allowed when we show up. It's only the forbidden family. All right, the forbidden family. And we give you super VIP private access. And we're going to have a special VIP dinner at one of the ancient temples.
Okay.
I'm talking about a plated dinner, red carpet, the full works. It's going to be mind-blowing and incredible. Something that nobody's done. So if you want to learn more, I'm going to drop the link in the live chat one more time. Okay, it's the Forbidden Tour of Egypt 2024. That's me, Billy Carson, Elizabeth Carson, and best-selling author Matthew LaCroix. If you don't know who that is, he co-wrote this book with me, The Epic of Humanity, which is a bestseller on Amazon. The Epic of Humanity, which reached at its highest point number 2 out of 32.5 million books across all categories. It reached number 1 and still is number 1 today in 3 ancient civilization categories. The Epic of Humanity. Make sure you get a copy. Have it. The link is in the caption of this video. The Epic of Humanity. All right, by Billy Carson.
Come on, this thing running slow. It's
We'll
good.
see you on the Forbidden Tour of Egypt. All right. Let me get back to these tablets. All right. Let me get back to these tablets. All right.
So here we go.
That was tablet number 1. Let's get over to tablet number 2. Remember, there's actually 12 tablets. We're not reading all these tablets. If you just joined us, we're not reading all the tablets today.
Come on, man.
That will be impossible. But what I am going to do is number 2. And we're going to break some things down as we go and give everyone a chance to say, hey, I read the Epic of Gilgamesh. Well, I'm reading the Epic of Gilgamesh with Billy Carson, because that's what we are doing.
That's right, Billy.
With mistakes and everything else, it's all here. We're going through it.
Oh my God, come on already.
Tablet 3 and 4, and I'll pop up again, do 5 and 6, so forth and so on. All right. So let's get into tablet number 2. Enkidu sits in front of her. He's talking about the harlot now.
Oh,
Now, after this, 30 lines of text are missing because some fragments broke. All right, so it picks up where the fragments, the chipping is gone, and we got to start from where we know.
Oh my God, come on already, dang. My computer is bugging.
His own counsel and his instruction.
Fuck.
Who knows his heart? Shema pulled off her clothing and clothed him with one piece, while she clothed herself with a second. She took hold of him as the gods do, and she brought him to the hut of the shepherds. The shepherds gathered all around him. They marveled to themselves how the youth resembles Gilgamesh. They're saying this guy Enkidu is just as big and as powerful as Gilgamesh. This is crazy.
Do y'all know about Tabitha? She's real dope. Let me share her page. Since I like her thing, I used to follow her.
So we're talking about battlements. We're talking about these areas of
this is what I'm going for.
Ancient megalithic walls where guards would be able to stand and launch weapons at oncoming intruders. You're talking about 12.
That's what I'm going for. I'm gonna keep all that the same.
Okay.
But I need to show
Check this out. They say
like
tallest towering up to the battlements over the wall.
Come on, man.
Surely he was born.
This what mine look like right now.
His strength is as mighty as the meteorite of Anu.
I'm changing it.
They placed food in front of him. They placed beer in front of him.
It shouldn't
Enkidu
showing up.
knew nothing about eating bread or food.
Oh, here we go.
Drinking beer, he had not been taught. The harlot spoke to Enkidu, saying, "Eat the food, Enkidu. It is the way one lives. Drink the beer."
Drink the beer, anime.
Enkidu ate the food until he was sated. He drank the beer, 7 jugs.
Okay, let's finish. Let's connect some of this stuff.
Expansive and sang with joy.
Okay.
He was elated.
Let's get them the same
And his
size
face
first.
glowed. He splashed his shaggy body with water. He rubbed himself with oil. He turned into a human. That's funny. He had to get drunk to turn into a human.
Right. He had to dumb down himself.
Oh, man.
That is funny.
Tablet number 1, up until this point, he didn't eat food. He only drank water. Water was his only sustenance. He didn't need food. He only needed water. He didn't eat plants. Well, he ate a little bit of grass and he drank water. That was his only thing. Now he's eating everything. Now he's a human.
Wow.
He put on some clothing and became like a warrior. He took up his weapon and chased lions.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I ain't sharing.
Could eat.
Why didn't I say no? Oh.
He routed the wolves. He chased the lions. This guy's chasing lions. Talking about how big this guy is. A lion is hardly afraid of anything. A lion will run only because it doesn't want to get injured, which means this guy was massive. But Enkidu, as their guard, the herders could lie down. This guy was protecting the herders and the herd of animals by himself from wild animals. A wakeful man, a singular youth. He was twice as tall as a normal man. He was twice as tall as a normal man. So you're talking about this guy's obviously in the 12-foot range. All right, these Sumerian people were not tiny people. So this
Probably
was a
could
big
do
deal.
that right here. Hold on.
10, 12 feet was
I could do
reasonable
that
number.
right here.
The next 30 lines are missing in the standard version. Lines 57 and 86 are taken from the Old Babylonian. Just to give you a note here.
can't
Then he
add
raised his eyes and saw a man. He said to the harlot, Shemot, have that man go away. Why has he come?
All right, it's taking too long.
I
Let's
will
do it
call out
right
his
here.
name. The harlot called out to the man and went over to him and spoke with him. Young man, where are you hurrying? Why this arduous pace? The young man spoke, saying, Enkidu, they have invited me to a wedding, as is the custom of the people, the selection of brides.
Oh, that's all we
I have
get.
heaped up tasty delights for the wedding on the ceremonial platter. For the king of broad-marted Uruk, open is the wall, open is the veil of the people for choosing a girl. For Gilgamesh, the king of broad-marted Uruk, open is the veil of the people for choosing. He will have intercourse with the destined wife. He first, the husband afterward. This is ordered by the council of Anu.
Here we go.
So what they're saying here is this guy is going to have intercourse with the wife and then the husband next. This is ordered by the council of Anu. From the severing of his umbilical cord, it has been destined for him. At the young man's speech, his Enkidu's face flushed with anger. Several lines now are missing from here. Enkidu walked in front and Shemot after him. Enkidu walked down the street of Uruk-Haven. Mighty, he blocked the way through Uruk, the sheepfold. The land of Uruk stood around him. The whole land assembled about him. The populace was thronging around him. The men were clustered about him and kissed at his feet if he were a little baby. Suddenly, a handsome young man, for Ishara, the bed of the night, marriage is ready. For Gilgamesh, as for God, a counterpart is set up. Enkidu blocked the entry to the marital chamber, as would not allow Gilgamesh to be brought in. They grappled with each other at the entry to the marital chamber. In the street, they attacked one another publicly in the public square of the land.
Fighting for years,
The
yo.
doorpost trembled
Centuries.
and the walls actually shook. You're talking about two giants fighting over one woman, and one's supposed to marry her, and the other one's just had sex with her. And he's like, man, I got to keep this for me. You can't have this now. It's too late. I put my mark on this. So now these guys are battling each other. They're battling each other, and the whole city is shaking. Then after this, 42 lines, unfortunately, are missing. Gilgamesh bent his knees. With his other foot on the ground, his anger abated, and he turned his chest away. After he turned his chest, Enkidu said to Gilgamesh, your mother bore you ever unique. The wild cow of the enclosure, Ninsun, your head is elevated over other men. And Lil has destined for you the kingship over the people. The 19 lines are chipped away. They kissed each other and became friends. Not like on the lips, like, that ritual stuff that they do like in the Slavic countries. The old Babylonian becomes fragmentary. So basically we're losing a little bit here and there. His strength is the mightiest in the land. His strength is mighty as the meteorite of Anu. Now this meteorite of Anu is obviously one hell of a stone. And I believe that the meteorite that's located in the cube that the people of
Oh my God, this computer! I can't wait to get my new
faith,
computer,
the Muslims go to at Mecca is a gigantic megalithic granite box that they walk around counterclockwise. And there's a magnificent meteorite in the corner, embedded into the corner of this megalithic granite stone box that they go to, and they walk around this box. I believe that is the meteorite till this very day. It's still being worshipped. Okay? His strength is the mightiest of the land. His strength is as mighty as the meteorite of Anu. The mother of Gilgamesh spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, Rimatnin's son said to her son, Rimarnin's son, my son, plaintively, she went up into his Shamash gateway. Plaintively, she spoke, she implored. Enkidu has no father or mother. Enkidu has no father or mother. He never did, because he was fashioned. He was created. He's like a artificially created avatar. His shaggy hair, no one cuts. He was born in the wilderness. No one raised him.
So I knew it was not his father.
Was standing there and heard that speech. He sat down and wept. His eyes filled with tears. His arms felt limp. His strength weakened. They took each other by the hand, and their hands, like Enkidu, made a declaration to Gilgamesh. In order to protect the cedar forest, Enlil assigned Humbaba as a terror to human beings. Humbaba's roar is a roar of the flood. His mouth is fire. His breath is death. He can hear 100 leagues away any rustling in the forest. This is incredible. Now let's take a look at this. Enlil, aka Yahweh in the Bible, he creates this thing.
Hold up.
That is something like a monster, but it's really a machine of some type. It's not a person. It's clearly not a person.
That shit is not even, bro. It's cool. All right, let me connect some shit.
His mouth is fire. His breath is death. We're talking about some type of deadly machine. He says this machine can hear up to 100 leagues away. Okay? Up to 100 leagues. That's a far distance. It can hear rustling in the forest.
Wow.
Now, that's powerful.
Right.
Okay? And I want to just take a quick stop here. I want to get this exact distance in miles if I can real quick. We're talking about 300 miles because a league is 100 miles. So we're talking about 300 miles. This thing can hear into the forest, wrestling of a bush. Why did he do this? Let me get back to my text here.
So let's see if
he created this thing.
Oh shit, y'all not seeing. I'm sorry. Let's see if this connection worked that I just made. So I just connected this here G Black 2 to my page.
Same thing going on right now. They had no
Let's see
control.
if it works.
We can't let this.
Sorry, I know y'all couldn't see.
Let this forest become torn completely
So I'm about to go to preview.
We need this forest. So what did he do? He creates this Humbaba, which is this type of technology, in my opinion. You might not see it that way, but when I read this, I read technology. And if you don't see it that way, guess what? That's okay. You don't have to see it my way. But that's what I see.
Now I'm in preview mode. So boom.
He
see,
said they could hear up to 100 leagues
these
away,
aren't
any
connected.
rustling in the
But this
forest.
one is.
He
See
said
the
they
hand
could
lights
hear
up?
forest, and Lil
Boom.
owns
So I
this
hit it.
forest.
There it is. G Black 2. We are connected, baby. We are connected.
And Lil assigned him as a terror to human beings. Down into the forest, paralysis will strike. Gilgamesh spoke to Enkidu saying, what you say? 42 lines are messed up here from the text. Who, my friend, can ascend to the heavens? Only the gods can dwell forever with Shamash. As for human beings, their days are numbered.
I'm gonna end up changing all these connections anyway. Well,
but whatever they keep trying to achieve is but wind. In other words, it's like waste. Now you are afraid of death. What has become of your bold strength? I will go in front of you, and your mouth can call out.
Oh, there I go.
Closer. Do not be afraid. Should I fall? I have established my name.
I'll connect it to one of these shows for now.
This is something else. I have established my fame. Fame.
I'm connecting it to one of these shows for now. I'm getting. I have a new network that's coming up. I'm just a little bit ahead because I can't control the developers that are working on this app. So I'm going to end up changing this. We're changing the connections, but connections mean like I just connected this to my G Black 2 page. Like I'm about to connect this one. And if you know somebody who need a website, let me know because we can work together sometimes if you like what I'm putting down. I pick website and then or I pick page. In fact, I can pick a page here or on my site and have it connect to that. You know, but let's see if I can connect it to this. Okay, then you push save and you check your work. Save. Oh, shit, did I push rewind the whole damn thing? Oh my god, I got the wrong remote. Was it over? Oh shit. Yeah. Oh no, don't publish. Oh, you motherfucker. Now I gotta do this site tonight. Oh my god. I did not want to publish this tonight. Oh my god. Now I got to work this tonight. Ain't that nothing? Let's see. It changed. I know it changed because this is my site, y'all. It's taking long to load. It's changing now. I know it. 80 things at one time. That's all right. Well, I'm gonna work cut out for me. There it is. Oh my God, I did not want this up here today. Luckily, it's one page. I deleted everything on my front page. Damn. Fuck a duck. All right. I'm getting a new network, y'all. All right, let me focus. I got to do this shit. All right, come on.
All right, so the triangles. Good shit is going. We gotta start from where we know.
Let me check this.
Who knows his heart? Shema. Close with peace. Second. As the God did.
Okay, connected.
The shepherds gathered.
Connected. All right.
How a youth resembles he was being in his pilgrimage was crazy. All this day, towering up to the heavens.
Hold on, book.
We're talking about these areas of these Olympic walls where guards would be able to see weapons that were coming intruders. We're talking about okay? Study this stuff. Okay, check this out. It's a tall statue towering up to the battlements over the wall.
How she got this shit?
Surely he was born in the mountains. His strength is as mighty as the meteorite of Anu.
Simple
They
enough.
placed food in front of him. They placed beer in front of him.
Okay, Inky D.
Enkidu knew nothing about eating bread or food. Of drinking beer, he had not been taught. The harlot spoke to Enkidu, saying, "Eat the food. Enkidu, it is the way one lives. Drink the beer."
Drink the
As
beer,
the custom of the land, Enkidu ate the food until he was sated. He drank the beer, 7 jugs, and became expansive and sang with joy. He was elated, and his face glowed. He splashed his shaggy body with water. He rubbed himself with oil. He turned into a human. That's funny. He had to get drunk to turn into a human.
Yeah, I did hear that part. I think it was going off. Maybe he did too.
Of the information because it's people that are making these texts.
All right, let me focus on
goes
this.
to the trouble of using a stylus and a wedge in wet clay and turning it into stone so they can last through the ages. And we're talking about thousands and thousands of years ago. We're getting as close as we can, as close as we could possibly get to the actual facts. Okay? And then from there, it depends on extrapolation, hypothesis, speculation comes into play. It's just great. I just love it. It's like becoming a CSI agent for ancient information and trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. It's pretty cool stuff to me. It's kind of stuff I love. I got a Gilgamesh shirt, a custom-made Gilgamesh shirt on right now. The esoteric brand, my Forbidden Esoteric. So the esoteric brand, you can go on Forbidden.
Billy, you better sell your stuff, boy. Do it. I hear you. I see you.
I've had this for a couple of years. All right.
He be doing it without making it look salesy. I like that.
We really appreciate you. Probably couldn't see all the donations going in because I was reading from a screen. I was reading a tablet, but I appreciate you. And don't forget, guys, The Epic of Humanity is out now. The Epic of Humanity by Billy Carson and Matthew LaCroix. It's a
Matthew LaCroix, the dude.
Before I hop off here, I just want to read a couple things for you from this book, which is pretty incredible. I want to read
when you do this,
written by Eric Von Daniken.
We did watch it all.
Eric Von Daniken wrote the foreword for our book, so it's a great honor to have him write the foreword for our book. Eric says, every epic has its own spirit of time. The spirit is just prevailing. The spirit is just a prevailing reason. The people who were ahead of their respective zeitgeist were mostly discriminated and despised. I remember Nicholas Copernicus, who shattered the worldview at that time of the proclaiming that the earth revolves around the sun, or Giordano Bruno, who proved that there were other planetary systems in the universe. Not to forget Galileo Galilei, who freed mankind from the conceit.
Come on, let me pull away and focus on these. Okay, so we got merch.
Hold on. All astrophysicists still proclaim that there is life out there, but no alien civilization that has ever visited the earth. Billy Carson and Matt.
Hold on. We did hear all of that. I'm gonna play the next one.
LaCroix see it differently. They prove that the earth is not a closed system.
This is 13. What size is this?
Very well taken place. Thus, they contradict the straight prevailing spirit
Let's see.
of the
I like
age.
this.
This needs courage.
I think I like that size.
Book as a groundbreaking look into the new reasoning and evidence. The old one has had its day.
166.
That's from Eric Von Daniken, best-selling author. Chariots of the Gods.
166.
And this guy sold 80 million books of Chariots of the Gods.
Hold on, I know I can do it this way. It gotta be. Can I punch in?
But thank you, Eric Von Daniken, The Epic of Humanity. Make sure you get a copy on Amazon.com by Billy Carson and Matthew LaCroix. The book is a bestseller out of 32 million books on Amazon. At its highest point, it hit number 2. Out of all books in all categories. Then, in 3 categories in ancient civilizations, it hit number 1. And I'll drop the link for you guys here real quick to The Epic of Humanity. And let you guys get a chance to read some of the reviews. And see if you want to get yourself a copy of The Epic of Humanity. All right, by Billy Carson and Matthew LaCroix. And also, we have another book that we published called Egypt Before the Written History by Muhammad Ibrahim, my very good friend and my connection in Egypt.
See, that's what you got to do, build alliances. You got to get people that's doing the work that you're doing, too. It's no competition. We all got our role to play. See how they working together?
Over and over and over and over again. All right, so I'll get this link from Amazon real quick, copy and paste it into the live chat. So you guys can get a look at it. And boom, there you go. That's the Epic of Humanity link. All right. All right. Somebody says, Rose says, what is the Quran? What is Quran and what does it say about all this? I'm going to do a whole episode on the Quran very soon. I have the Quran. I've read it many, many times. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the Quran as well. So you'll have that information for the next couple of weeks. So thanks for asking and thanks for the donation. All right.
Okay, what else we have?
Can't talk about it briefly. It's a whole you got to do a whole talk on that one. All right, a lot of information there. But I appreciate you guys. And before you go, I want to show you one last thing. Again, we are in round 3 of raising funds for forbidden knowledge. If you want to be a huge part of bringing mankind into the next golden age, you can become a partner with us. Where you can earn and learn, and you can be a part of helping us spread the word around the world. Check this out.
You really got them promos for everything, boy. I'm telling you, I fucking love it. Love it. He is really doing his part.
Hey everyone, it's Billy Carson here, aka Forbidden Knowledge. If you ever want to invest in a company that's going places, you need to take a look at us. Remember, in round one, shares were only $1 each as our pre-money valuation came in at $20 million. Not bad for a startup, right? We did phenomenal numbers months later, where our pre-money valuation went up to $30 million and share prices went up to $1.50, looking really good for the investors. And our pre-money valuation is now $50 million as we continue to grow and expand the company. Share prices have gone up again to $2.50. If you ever wanted to get involved with a company that's going places, that's building, that's growing and expanding, if you ever wanted to earn and learn, you should look at Forbidden Knowledge. Make sure you click the link, read up on all the information about us, make an educated decision to join the Forbidden Knowledge family today.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just put the hooks on here, put the connections,
Thank you so much for
and worry about the rest of it.
I love all you guys. I see a lot of great comments in the chat. A lot of great, powerful people. One thing I want you to remember, that all of you are the future. You are the future. You are the future that's manifesting as of now in the current time.
That's right, Billy.
The thoughts that you have, the actions that you take, you know what I'm saying, the perceptions that you gather now, they begin to alter the future of humanity on this planet. People that are looking and seeking and longing for a change in the way that we live on this planet, a change in the way that we operate as people, a change in the way we understand ourselves and the universe. These are the people, us, you and I, we are the people that are creating that change.
That's right. You hear this?
Within us, it manifests on the outside. It must first manifest on the inside before it can manifest on the outside.
Talk to him,
All
Billy.
change start inside first. You must take a journey to inner
I gotta
space.
restart this computer.
Once you do that, what you create there will then show up on the exterior. And we have the power to create heaven on earth. It's us who are going to create heaven on earth. Like I say all the time, do not wait to die so that you can live.
Absolutely.
We were meant to live now. All right?
Absolutely.
I'm Forbidden Knowledge. I love you guys. I'll catch y'all again.
All right, Billy. I'm about to catch y'all again too. Hold on. Let me upload. It was something else I want to do. I want to get my QR codes on here. Let me get my QR codes. Oh shit. I forgot about this one. I'll get back to that one. The QR codes. Let me get merch. Let's get this one. Page. Let's go here. Done. Social media. This is gonna be on the page.
Looking really good for the investors.
Link.
And our pre-money valuation is now $50 million as we continue to grow.
Web page. I meant link.
Share prices have gone up again to $2.
That is called classes. Save. And this is gonna be live music. I'm not sure where I'm doing that yet, so take that off now. So let's make these look good.
Yes, we're here. What's up, everyone? I'd like to see everyone in the chat. Great night. We're doing another pop-up talk tonight. We're talking about the next big thing, and which is us. That's right. Us and you guys. Everyone here that is a big and huge supporter of Forbidden Knowledge, that follows, that supports, that invests, that comes to lectures, conferences
and merch
around the world, that comes on our worldwide tours. All of you guys, we thank every single one of you. And we also want to thank ourselves We're putting
Right,
in a lot
like
of
thank
work,
me.
dedication, and perseverance
She's
that it takes to
stupid.
even do something as big as we're doing.
Yeah, it's a huge undertaking, guys, and it's even a lot bigger than what I even expected it to be. I knew it was going to be a lot, but just going through the process, it's
Copy.
definitely a lot. But I love the work. I love challenge. It's what makes life interesting.
Yeah.
Merch link.
Challenges make life interesting. So always try to perceive anything that comes at you that is challenging as something
It's
fun
gonna be
to
a web
overcome,
page,
or something
paste
fun
the
to
URL.
just take on and
Bam.
really exceed at.
Done.
Yes.
Then you really, it's just, I don't know, it shapes your perspective about life in general.
And it makes you appreciate what you have, but also what you've been able to accomplish.
Exactly.
The adversity that comes along with everything that we go through, especially like building a company like this. Obviously, we're a company that's kind of going against the mainstream philosophy.
Come on with it, boy.
And
Really good.
Right.
going against mainstream.
Yes.
We're infiltrating like a Trojan horse. If you don't know what that is,
Absolutely
in the,
is.
not in super antiquity, but in the old
Okay,
days.
yeah,
let's
we can
say,
keep that
right?
like that.
What would
Now,
happen
let me
is,
clean it up a little
there would be
bit.
a Trojan horse. And what would that be? It would be a special gift
That's
to the
that.
god or the
I want to
king
make
or
sure
the
my
leader
phone
of another city.
part looks
And
okay.
the soldiers would hide inside of that statue. They would hide inside of the gift. And then when the people were like, "Oh, this is great," we accept your offering, and they would push that thing into the gates.
What's up? Come on.
The soldiers would hop out, and they would infiltrate from the inside out. And that's what forbidden knowledge is. We're infiltrating the mainstream from the inside
Okay, this ain't
out
right.
and changing the world by, basically spreading the message of awareness, consciousness, self-help, knowledge of self, mental health, ancient civilizations, and everything else that we teach, philosophy, quantum theory, quantum field, manifesting, all the things that we talk about and teach. And now we're working on actual fiction TV series.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. So we have a huge announcement coming up very soon. Actually, we can drop a little bit of, we can sprinkle a little something on.
Speak a little something on it then.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a couple updates about the company. The first really big one, I would say, is that we are working on a fictional series right now with two very popular actors. They have a huge following, and so we're very excited to have that process almost done, actually, with the pre-production. So we hired one of my really, really great old friends from Hollywood who actually was a Blackish writer.
Okay.
That TV show that
I
came
think
out.
I heard
So
you say that
I think
before.
it's not, no, they don't have any new seasons.
Blackish, I think Blackish had his final season.
Because it was too blackish.
Yeah. But anyway, so he's been in Hollywood. He's been writing in Hollywood for a very long time.
Yep.
And so we hired him to write for our project. And so we're happy to say that pre-production is almost all the way done.
Yep.
And we'll be announcing auditions very soon. So
Did
if
I
you guys
connect
want to
this
audition for this awesome series that's going to be coming out, we'll be updating about that very soon.
Yeah, very soon. It's going to be incredible.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing fictional series as well, but fiction that has knowledge encoded into it. So we're talking about edutainment.
Come on, the edutainment. That's right. Be responsible for being a content creator. Feed the people something other than just buffoonery.
Dropping May 12th
Yes.
in LA.
Shit's killing our kids.
Anunnaki. So you could tell them a little bit about that and how much work you've been putting in that lately.
Brand new TV series, Anunnaki. Ancient
let's see
Secrets
that shit.
Revealed. That's the name of the TV series. And this
Ancient
TV
Secrets
series
Revealed.
is the highest level production that we have taken on so far. This TV series will
Ancient,
lead to
what
a
it said?
movie series.
Hold on, what did he say?
Right
Ancient
now,
what revealed?
This TV series is.
I don't talk, so I gotta look
And
myself.
for Billy's new series dropping May 12th
Yes.
in LA. Anunnaki.
May
So you can
12th
tell
in
them a little
LA,
bit about
bitch, I'm
that.
trying to go.
Brand new TV series, Anunnaki. Ancient Secrets Revealed. That's
Ancient
the name of the
Secrets.
TV series. And this TV series is the highest level production that we have taken on so far. This TV series will eventually lead to a movie series.
Yes.
Right now, this TV series is going to be filmed in just a couple of short weeks.
Yeah.
That's what's
And it's
up.
featuring myself as the main host. We'll also have special guest Matthew LaCroix,
Yes.
as well as special guest Eric Von Daniken.
Yes.
And this TV series, and in this TV series, I'm going to take you all the way back to me. I'm taking you all the way to the Pleiadians, to the Pleiadian
Wow.
star cluster. And
Wow.
we're going to talk about what happened in the Pleiades many, many eons ago, and then we're going to bring that forward into the future. So the first season will establish a timeline. After the first season, we're then going to go through all throughout the entire world and continuously bring you new and more updated information.
This shit don't look right.
With not just what we've already heard before, but with the expert knowledge and the forbidden knowledge that you haven't heard. So it's going to have unlimited seasons, like literally unlimited seasons.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
And when you see the set that I'm going to be
Just
on,
tightening up my
it's
website.
mind-blowing. We can't tell you yet because I want everyone to be so
Oh, have you?
amazed.
Good.
We're hearing
Thank
every
you.
new episode for the first season.
That's
And
what's
a real
up.
cinema.
Yes.
So and on
You stupid, only you.
Yes, I'm a big
Only you will think for something like
you know
that.
it's got to look amazing.
Mhm.
And I'll speak for an hour. We'll show
You
the
stupid.
actual episode.
I'm actually on. Just working hard. I'm actually on live right now, tightening up my website.
Everyone is always running up to him, like asking him a million questions. So now's your opportunity.
Saturday.
To get your questions answered.
Okay.
At these premieres.
Okay,
because
I'll be
we're
here.
doing a Q&A, which is super
Yup,
cool because you can
definitely.
actually
I'll
watch
fill you
the
in when you
episode,
get
and
here.
If you have questions about the episode, you can talk
Mexican.
to the writer, the producer.
Family. They're actually the
You can ask
what you call it, property managers.
We will release the premiere schedule.
Yeah.
Released on forbiddenknowledge.com. So go
What's
to
the website?
go to the website.
All right, baby. Be safe.
Look at upcoming
Peace.
tours and click on the world tour, and you'll be able to see the dates and everything, so you guys can meet us in these different cities
You want to
Yes.
check?
while
Oh, shit.
these premieres airs.
Coming to a Regal Cinema theater near you,
Yes.
and one Imagine theater in Detroit,
Yes.
which
of
we did
course.
our Black Knight satellite premiere there. What an incredible place that was.
Yeah,
Black
it was
Light
such a great
Satellite.
turnout too. People
Yeah.
drove 10, 12 hours to get there.
Yes,
It was
yes.
great. Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm trying to go to y'all premiere. What's good?
Any other company updates?
I've been only looking for Billy for forever since
I
I've
think
been
those
put
are
on to him.
The really big, exciting ones. We have some new updates as to the board, but we're not going to release that just as yet. Waiting for some final agreements to be signed. But when you see the board of directors, you're going to be extremely, extremely pleased.
Yes, exactly. And tonight we have a very, 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 very special guest and a very close friend of ours. We've
Okay,
gotten
I
to
think
know
that
him
looks
very
good
well over the
enough.
past couple
Sure.
years.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm so excited to have him on here. He's been
They're not all the
just
right
so
same
supportive
size,
since the
but I'll
beginning,
worry about that a
we-
little
like, the
later.
very start of us knowing him. He's just been
At least
all
I got
in,
it
super
started.
supportive, with knowledge.
I wanted to get my front page, change it, because there's too much reading. People don't read, and I'm not really taking on a lot of clients right now. So I'm not really trying to reach out to a lot of clients. Let me pause this. I'm about to say goodbye to y'all. I'm not really trying to reach out. I'm not client chasing. I am doing my 5-day fantastic 5-day retreat though. I'd rather deal with clients on long term like that. It seems like these things got bigger, didn't they? Let me slow these two down. And I got some phone calls I got to return some phone calls. But yeah, you want to make sure the phone one looks good on the phone too, because you can work on the main site and your site look good, but most people be on their phone. They open the phone and then they can't see the work because you didn't check the phone view. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Let's see what that look like. Where's that? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I gotta clean my computer off. I downloaded a bunch of files the other day. It usually don't take this long to do that. That's why I'm like, there's something. Now, okay, here we go. I don't like that square right there. That looks crazy. These lines right here. That's straight shit. I gotta put a mask over that. And put some more things on here. I wanted that to say Frankie Baby Fantastic, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, I'm in preview mode. I don't think I can do it in preview mode. All right, so, oh wait, the lights, they all work. That one work. It's just running slow. God damn it. Oh, there we go. Let me close some of this shit. All right, that one work. Did I do this one? Nope, I didn't do this one because it ain't even turn. So let me do this one, and that one works. Okay. Oh, damn it, go under there. Okay. I'll go ahead with your bad self. So let me go back. I don't like when my computer runs slow because my fucking fingers be too fast for this nonsense. This looks good. Yeah, this is all the same because really all I changed was the. This shit is moving slow as hell. Let me put the link on that other one and I'm done. Put the link on this one.
What's going on?
Oh, good, man. Thank you for spending some.
And I'll be done.
Hey, great to see you. Happy New Year, bro. Yeah, you too. You too.
All right.
So many amazing things coming.
So let me. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna put the what's the name on these. The link.
Because I mean, you've put your time in, and you've gone through the trenches of being an artist, and we're just thrilled that we get to work with you and let you kind of continue to inspire.
All right.
Thank you so
this
much
one
for
needs
your
to go
patience
somewhere.
Putting this thing together. I just want to kind of dialogue with you a little bit here because I respect artists in so many ways, and with something as abstract, as something as conceptual as this breath. I mean, I wondered, how do you start?
Put it here for now.
Where do you get your ideas from, or
right.
What was it for
Save.
you that allowed you to put the pen or the pencil to the paper and start doodling and creating?
You done?
Yeah.
Let me put some under here because that looks so ugly.
All that you said about
add
the
strip.
creative process, and it's still such a massive mystery to me. But it's a beautiful mystery to step into that process and then to create something. And as you're saying, like how does one communicate breath? Something that's invisible.
Oh, I know what to put there.
Physical form. And you have to turn it into physical.
See, I've been making this
form. And so that's by use of particular tools or particular techniques or certain brushes, whether you're doing traditional pencil paper or digital. And as you know, I do both. It's hard to explain this stuff. Sometimes it's just easier just to
I know what to put there.
Do it. That would be a cool thing for to do a live thing with you, like creating live. I mean, if you wanted to do that right now, I would totally do it. Well, I love that. Yeah. And it's an abstraction or
where did I start creating that shit at?
Right? I think one of the bridges that takes the abstraction.
See, this is why I need an assistant. Well, not assistant, but somebody, a studio, somebody to work in here for me, clean off files and shit. I don't have the time to do all that. Organize files, and that is that's an actual. You learn a lot with that job because I actually been to studio was help before, but I didn't do the files, obviously.
Now this is a discovery fragments of a biblical scroll.
Okay, let's see where it's at.
Found in desert caves in Israel.
These Bibles are really important for a number of reasons because they date to a period.
90% of the
Let's
Old
see if it's in
Testament's
here.
been removed, and about 50% of the New Testament's been removed. Is the Bible complete? Could there be hidden truths that were intentionally excluded from the Holy Book?
My bad.
These people all got rich in the influencer revolution, and it is this.
I'm gonna find Neville, my man Neville. Yep, Neville got it. Oh shit. Here we go.
Tonight's subject is living the end.
Come on, man.
Everyone here would say yes to the statement of Scripture. With God, all things are possible. I don't think you'd be here if you did not believe in God. And a God to whom all things are possible.
Come
But
on.
then we stop right there and we separate man from God. And my purpose is to show you that we are not two.
He's not there.
That we are one. That God actually became man. That man may become God. So let us now tonight give you my reasons for my claims. We turn to the book of John, the Gospel of John. And we're told that the Word
This shit moving slow, dog.
became flesh and dwelt among us. Well, that's a mistranslation.
Got a lot of shit over.
The word translated
Wait a
among
minute, what the fuck?
is the Greek preposition in, within. The Word became flesh and dwelt within us, in us. John used the plural us.
I got two windows, two things open.
Whereof we consist. That the Word of God, which is defined in Scripture as the creative power of God and the wisdom of God,
Come on.
did not take upon itself some one person among men.
Yeah, I
For
got
then
two of
that
these.
one assumed would have advanced and no more.
Hot.
But Christ, to save all, did not make this man or that man his habitation,
Where's
but
the remote?
dwelt
Oh,
in us.
it's fucking hot.
That same creative Word that created the universe and sustains it.
Oh my
dwells
god,
in
this
us.
computer bugging. I'm really about to
Therefore,
go.
with God, all things are possible.
I'm happy I got those things connected, though. I was not trying to publish that
So he states it in
website
Mark
tonight.
book, Matthew, with God all things are possible. But in Mark, he states it, all things are possible to him, meaning man, who believes. Can man believe? So this creative Word is in us. Well, what is this creative Word? It's your own wonderful human imagination. That's Christ in man. Man is all imagination, and God is man, and exists in us, and we in him. The eternal body of man is the imagination.
Okay.
And that is Christ
I gotta close
himself.
some of this shit. This
The
shit is...
divine body, Jesus. We are his members. So when you say I am, that's he. Now can you believe that you are now the man that you would like to be? Though at the moment of your assumption, reason denies it, and your senses deny it. Only get started. Just your life. Can you really conceive a scene? A
Why is
scene
it-
which, if true, would imply the fulfillment of your dream. Just imagine it. Certainly you can imagine it. But the problem is, will you believe it? Will you believe in the reality of the thing imagined? If I could, this very moment, imagine myself into a state, any state, and dwell in it, for now resurrecting power of the universe. So if I remain in a state, I will resurrect it and objectify it in my world. But I have
Okay, this should run a little
selected
smoother
an
now.
existing. If the spectator could enter into any of these states in his imagination,
This should run
approaching the
smoother.
state on the fiery chariot of his contemplative thought, what would it be like if it were true? How would I feel if I were now the man that I would like to be? How would I know that I could become it? Well, I first, as I assume that I am it, let me think of my friends. Those who really would rejoice with me were it true. Let me imagine that I am seeing them in my mind's eye. How do they see me? If what I'm assuming is true, they should see me as I am seeing myself. And if they are friends, they should rejoice with me. So let me now assume that I am seeing, reflecting on the face of a friend, that which, if I saw it, would imply he sees in me that which I have assumed that I am. Will that work? Try it. I tell you from my own personal experience it works. As we are told in Corinthians, do you not realize that Jesus Christ is in you? Unless, of course, you fail to meet the test. Now we are challenged. He said, come test yourself.
I'm gonna leave it like this because I'm getting
Well, this is how I
frustrated.
test myself. If Christ is in me, and all things are possible to Christ, then I must find out who he is. Well, I have found him as my...
All right, I'm about to listen to some jewels, and I'm about to I think I have everything connected. Let me check it. Everything is pretty much connected. I just got to do some beautification. That's all. I just got to do some here. I'll share with you. I'm gonna check it out. Come on. Okay, let me share this. All right. So I will hit Frankie Baby Fantastic. Okay. Oh, did I hit the merch? Yep, I did the merch too. Okay, so yep, merch is done. All these are already done. This is done. This is done. This is done. These two already done. That's done. That oh shit, merch ain't done, and that ain't done. Oh wait, it is. Something lost signal. Here we go. Okay, yeah, that's done. All right. At least the connectors are there. That's good enough for me for right now. Why this shit moving so slow? This thing better come on. Shit. Oh, it's time to chill. Boom, 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 boom. It's time to chill. I don't have the time for that. Oh. That shit went out. Shit crashed. That shit crashed.
My own wonderful human imagination. And because he dwells not only in me, he dwells in us, everything is possible to everyone in the world. And so you help man best by telling him who Christ is. You could give him all the things in the world that he needs. He'll come back for more tomorrow unless he knows who Christ is. You can give the entire world to anyone who's just spend it, waste it, if they don't know who they are. But tell him who he is, And he doesn't need anything more than the knowledge of who he is and the application of that knowledge. For we are the operant power. It doesn't work itself.
Hey, yeah, I'm about to tell that shit. I had 2 windows open. My computer was fucking up. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm going to take a picture of these. Hold on. Let me show you real quick. Get on a video call. Can you? Huh? I mean, I could show you anyway. I can take pictures of it and show you. It ain't nothing but those flashcards I was telling you about. I don't know if I showed you the kids' flashcards. Yeah, but hit me. I'll talk to you. I'll show you. All right. Peace. Oh shit, I'm still on. Damn, I'm still the fuck on. I ain't even know, y'all. What the fuck is this though? Oh, I'm sharing screens. That's why. It's Intel shit. My computer was giving me some problems. So y'all can hear me? Yeah. My computer was giving me some problems. So I'm trying to fix this thing up now. So you see it's all in my way. I can't even take that off right now, y'all. I got some issues that I'm handling. So here we go. All right, bet. So yeah, my computer was messing up. I had some things on here, but here's the let me make sure I share. Hold on. Here's what it's looking like now. I still gotta beef it up, make it look a little better, but the pages work. You feel me? The pages work, all these work, and I'm cool with that. So I'll finish it up. I'm gonna put my Roku signs, my Apple TV, and all that down here, so people can see and they can hit it and go straight to it. All this will stay the same, and the rest of this, and I'll probably put some ads. I'll probably have some advertisement here. Maybe somebody could pay for some advert. But that's it for me tonight, y'all. It's your girl Frankie Baby. I just wanted to be consistent and come on again today. I'll probably pop back in here tomorrow sometime, but I'm about to smoke and relax. All right. Whatever you do, you better make sure it's blood clot fantastic, man. Make it fantastic. It's your girl Easy Breezy, Frankie Baby Fantastic. It's Frankie Baby Fantastic. Let's talk about my award-winning documentary, Jew Black 2. Oh yeah, it's on Amazon. 2 books, Influence Me and Color Your Success. Did I mention it's on my website too? FrankieBabyFantastic.com. Support your girl. I'm out here in these virtual streets going hard, y'all. And I can use all the support I can get. Become a fantastic supporter. You can start today. For more information, visit www.FrankieBabyFantastic.com. Jew Black 2 documentary, Color Your Success coloring book, and Influence Me, a positive motivational book, available at Amazon and FrankieBabyFantastic.com. And if you like this promotional video, head on over to my website. I can do something fantastic for you. I'll meet you there. FrankieBabyFantastic.com. Peace. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to show you these shit. Huh? Maybe get to video shit. I should have said both. Huh? Oh. It says yours not supported with video. You called me on video before though, didn't you? Maybe you gotta call me. Alright, go ahead, call me real quick then. Hello? Hello? Oh yeah, I can hear you, my bad. What happened? I thought you was calling me back. Oh, my bad. All right, I'm trying to call you now. All right, bet. You got to see it. Look at these shits. They came the other day. Yo, can you hear me? Yo. All right. Hold on. Let me turn this around. Let's see. The fuck can I do it this way? I don't see it that way. Oh, I said turn camera off. All right, here we go. So look, this is the entrepreneur one, right? See it? Let me turn this all the way off because I can't hear it. All right, so these flashcards, I'm gonna incorporate them in one of my shows. So we got. Oh. You can see it? This one, we call back. Sing my song. Oh shit, I'm still streaming? What the fuck? I forgot. Oh shit, I forgot to push end. All right, y'all. The show was over. Peace. No, but I did hope that I was hoping I was being open about that, trying to show my work. Because I thought maybe somebody could wanted to brush up on some brush up on some brush up on some I'm trying to think about what the fuck I was saying when this screen was on. Off. Brush up on some of their website. But anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. It's time to smoky dope.